got a new pickup actually. Amazon. Damn. Handmade, genuine leather. Bonk. Fits like a glove. Then we got the other one. So I'm all fair text out now. But anyway, I wanted to unbox these on camera so I could talk about interval training and why that is my go-to for fat loss, which is the goal of this, right? Is to reach 10% body fat. So we're not trying to lose weight necessarily, but we are trying to lose fat. I would say I am built to be an endurance athlete. The way that I perform, like I do way better in endurance exercise rather than sprints or whatnot. Over the last few years, like my ability to run has been impacted from a knee injury. So I really can't do a ton of long distance running anymore, which is really sad and something I want to fix. I started training Muay Thai like probably 4 months ago now, and I recently got to the level where I'm able to do a little bit of sparring. So I thought it was about time to stop using the gym gloves and shin guards and invest in my own. Interval training essentially is a burst of like near maximum effort followed by a rest period. Something that's just kind of by nature with most martial arts. It's usually round based. So in Muay Thai, I think a match is like 3-minute rounds with a 1-minute rest in between. When you go into a class, for instance, like generally the way it's set up is kind of similar. So it's like you do an effort for a certain amount of time and then you either switch and let the other person do it or you have a rest in between. And the same was true when I was doing jiu-jitsu. There's like 6-minute rolling rounds and then you rest for a couple minutes and then you go back into 6-minute rolling rounds. I personally think for me, like this type of training works really well because I mentioned the injury, but another thing is like endurance training makes me so hungry. When I was running for an hour plus, I would get home and just want to eat everything. And over the rest of the day, I would too. Something about the high intensity, and I think it's because you don't burn as many calories at one time. So I'm not going to get like into the really specific mechanisms of this, but basically you burn fewer calories during a high intensity interval training versus a long endurance effort. But over the next hours, because during the interval training, you use more oxygen than your body has available. So you have something called an oxygen debt that your body has to replenish. And as you replenish this, it oxidizes fat in your body in very basic terms. You don't burn as many calories initially, but over the next 24 to even 48 hours, you are still burning calories as a result of that high intensity effort. I think that's why I am personally less hungry. It's just because you don't burn all of those calories at one time. It's like a slow over the next hours. During like big endurance training eras of my life, I've actually gained weight at certain times. I'm not saying endurance doesn't work. If you want to get on the Stairmaster for an hour, like more power to you. It will definitely burn calories and it can work. So as this challenge progresses, I'm obviously trying to get down to 10% body fat. And I think having a method where you get more fat burn for less hunger is going to be essential. And I'm also not tracking calories, so it's like if I feel hungry, like I'm going to eat. So yeah, I think the high intensity interval training is a good way to go. It doesn't have to be fighting or Muay Thai or whatever. Like it could be, intervals on the bike or on the treadmill or whatever you want to do. I think my next video is going to be like a grocery haul, show you what I'm eating to do this. But today is September 7th, so it's been 3 days since the last video. Let me know what you thought about this, and I'll see you in the next one.